And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So South Carolina's offense will get the first crack at it here. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
It's a draw. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry up.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Makes the quick grab. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. So after the first down run, here's second down. Back to pass, it's Reinhardt. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catch is made at the 15. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's right on target.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's throwing 4,000 nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. We're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it. It's Paul. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Using his legs, it's quick. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
So many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Looking downfield, it's Garrison. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for running.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That's That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to pass. It's Reinhardt. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top.
Touchdown Gamecocks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Coleman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack.
You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean,
First play of the drive, it's 2nd and 11. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he got loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to run, it's quick. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now improvising. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stopped, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. After the misfire now on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. The pirouette on the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for space. It's quick. The Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting the go to the next time.
Just steamrolling his way through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to...
Touchdown, Gamecock. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off.